Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs of the Republic of Kenya, colleague ministers here present, permanent secretaries and principal secretaries here present, technical officers, ladies and gentlemen. They say every good thing has an end. I think we are coming to an end of this very good session we have had and enjoyed since Sunday. Congratulations indeed. As the communiqué has indicated, I think we have set for ourselves parameters going forward. One is that there should be a continuous review of what we have agreed. Two, we should not wait for the technical, or rather for the formal arrangements, but rather we should, particularly at the technical level, meet as regularly as possible and indeed as the situation demands. I am particularly pleased that we have had very jovial and fraternal discussions, and many of the issues that we had feared before we met were very controversial, have actually been resolved very amicably. And I would like, first and foremost, to thank our technical officials, our principal secretary and peers for that effort which has made our work today very easy indeed. Finally, I want to thank Your Excellency for honoring us and giving us the opportunity to enjoy your company today. Idi Amin, when he was the president of Uganda, visited England. And he was hosted by the Queen for a dinner. So at the end of the dinner, he had to say a vote of thanks. And in relation to your honoring us with your presence, I would like to paraphrase the words of Field Marshal Idi Amin Dada to the Queen of England, and he said, "I am fed up. I will also revenge." So on that note, I promise I will revenge and come to Kenya. Thank you very much.
One, the second session of the Joint Ministerial Commission between the Republic of Uganda and the Republic of Kenya was held at the Sheraton Hotel, Kampala, Uganda, from the 12th to 14th of May 2024. The delegation of the Republic of Kenya was led by Honorable Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, EGH, Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. The delegation of the Republic of Uganda was led by Honorable General Odong Jeje Abubakar, Minister of Foreign Affairs. The two ministers for Foreign Affairs noted that the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic had delayed the convening of the second session of the JMC, which had been scheduled to be held in 2021. They noted with appreciation that officials from both countries had worked tirelessly to ensure that the meeting was finally being held. The two ministers noted that holding a joint ministerial commission meeting closely, followed by the state visit by His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni to Nairobi, is a testimony of the warm, cordial, and brotherly relations between Kenya and Uganda, noting that these relations are based on deep historical, economic, and social cultural ties that predate the independence of both countries. The two ministers spearheaded the deliberations that focused on assessing the level of implementation of previous decisions, addressing any outstanding or emerging issues, and exploring new areas of cooperation under the three broad areas of foreign affairs and security sector, the economic sector, and social-culture sector. The ministers hailed the historic and cordial relations that exist between the two countries and underscored the need to continue working together to further deepen political, economic, and social-culture ties. Honorable Dr. Musalia Mudavadi congratulated Uganda for successfully holding the NAM Summit and G77 Summit and assuming the chairman of the two important organizations in January 2024. The ministers exchanged views on regional, continental, and global developments and reiterated continued efforts and sustained cooperation between the two countries in the multilateral forum. Accordingly, they underscored the importance of regular consultations on matters of candidatures, environment, regional peace initiatives, and the United Nations reforms agenda. The ministers identified the opportunities existing in their two countries that could be exploited for the socio-economic transformation of their respective citizens. They also identified the challenges that have affected the free flow of bilateral trade and agreed to resolve all the tariff and non-tariff barriers in order to promote mutual growth, development, and prosperity. In this regard, they directed their technical officials to meet and consult regularly. Honorable Dr. Musalia Mudavadi expressed his appreciation and deep gratitude to his host, Honorable General Odong JJ Abubakar, and the government and people of the Republic of Uganda for the warm reception and hospitality extended to the Kenyan delegation. The two ministers reiterated the need for both countries to establish a robust joint monitoring and evaluation mechanism to ensure expeditious and full implementation of the decisions reached during the previous and present sessions of the JMC and other bilateral meetings. The ministers welcomed the proposal to hold a joint technical committee meeting to address any trade and investment issues that may still be pending. Recalling the strong bilateral ties of friendship that the two countries enjoy, the two ministers of foreign affairs reiterated their commitment to further deepen the relations between the countries by strengthening cooperation in the various sectors of the economies while ensuring regular consultation to solve any emerging issues. The ministers agreed that the Republic of Kenya will host the third session of the JMC in 2026 at a date and venue to be mutually agreed upon by both parties through diplomatic channels, done at Kampala, Uganda, this 14th day of May 2024.